Embryogenesis Part 2. The next step of embryogenesis is the implantation. The attachment of the blastocyst to the wall of the uterus is known as the implantation. It takes 7 days after fertilization. The portion of the blastocyst where inner cell mass is located to the wall of the uterus, the blastocyst completely sink into endometrium, that is the inner layer of the uterus. What is SCG? SCG stand for the human chronic gonadotropin hormone. It is similar to LH. LH is the luteinizing hormone, similar to the pituitary gland. It maintains the corpus luteum and they stimulate it to separate progesterone hormone. The progesterone hormone maintains the endometrium of uterus and causes it to grow throughout the pregnancy. This prevents the menstrual cycle. Presence of SCG in urine indicate the pregnancy. Next step is the HCG asks a short question. Next step is the gastrulation. Formation of the germ layer, that is the endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm, and the endoderm is known as the gastrulation. Transformation of gastrula into the transformation of blastula into gastrula with 3 primary germ layer by rearrangement of the cells is known as the gastrulation. It devices from the Greek word gaster means belly. Germ layer formed by the movement of the characteristics of the stem cell after near surface of the animal pole. In triploblastic animal, there are 3 germ layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm. Here is a diagram which shows the formation of the gastroderms of the different part 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 layer of embryo, the 4 extra embryonic membrane. Next step is the formation of the endoderm. In mammal, some cells of the covering the free surface of the embryonal knob differentiated from other. They become flat and form the first endodermal layer, which can be seen with the help of the diagram here. 3 cells divide rapidly and 3 cells divide rapidly and spread out in all direction and form the complete lining inside the trophoblast of the blastodermal vesicle constitute the endoderm. The endodermal tube from the primary gut and a cavity is formed that is known as the gastrocele. The remaining endoderm along with the trophoblast forming the primary yolk sac. Formation of embryonic disc. The blastocyst continues to grow in size by absorbing uterine fluid throughout the trophoblast. After the formation of the endoderm, the embryonal knob is stretched and come to lie as a regular layer known as the embryonal disc. The embryonal disc consists of the 3 regions: cephalic region, disc proper, and the caudal region. Next one is the formation of amniotic cavity. A space appears between the embryonal disc and the trophoblast is known as the amniotic cavity. The amniotic cavity is filled with a fluid known as the amniotic fluid, and the roof of this cavity made up of the amniogenic cells originated from the trophoblast. The floor is made up of the embryonic cells. That's all. Thank you.